Hi everyone. This episode, as you can see and read on the description, is going to be on the 2022 Bronco Raptor. Yes, I know I'm a little late getting this out, but let's go ahead and get started and see what we can learn about the 2022 Bronco Raptor. Well, I can see here it can fly. Okay, let's get started. Hi, welcome to another episode of Gearhead Man. I'm Mark, your host, and yes, this is going to be on the 2022 Raptor. And as I mentioned in the intro, that I know I'm a little late. It came out last year, in 2022. It's now going to be September here in a few days of 2023, but it's out. I got it. Here it is. So let's get started here, see what we can learn, and what we can find out. All right, let's get going. Well, I can tell you this, I like the sound of it. I like the feel for it. I like the looks. How it's very compatible for whatever you want to do off-road. Inside and out, it's just as amazing. A lot of great badging everywhere. Seems like how they have the gauges and the switches and everything else. It's laid out pretty well for the driver, and for some even the passenger, front seat passenger. Like those big tires. Suspension looks adequate. It's not exceeding what's needed. Doesn't look like it underperforms at all, especially with, the suspension and the running gear. Great ground clearance. Alright, we've seen the outers of the Ford Bronco Raptor. Now let's take a look at some of the innards. Love those big tires. They work for this Bronco, for this Raptor. I love that 4 gives us this look so we can see. Now, like its bigger brother, the F-150 Bronco, or sorry, the F-150 Raptor and the F-150 Raptor R, it has the Fox shock system. And I love the exhaust. And as we heard, it sounds sweet. There's a little closer up of the Fox shocks. The braking system is more than adequate for this Raptor. Get another angle here of the suspension. This suspension is tough enough to handle the Baja 1000 and probably the Mint 400 as well. And here's a little bit more in detail on the suspension called out. You may want to pause this part of the video and kind of take a look at that in a little bit more detail. Pretty impressive what all went into this. And here's some of the paint colors that's available for this year for this Bronco Raptor. A couple colors that I like are included in here. And the motor, what a beast. Yeah, it's a 3-liter V6 that's twin turboed, and it puts out 418 horsepower, and the torque is 440 foot-pounds of torque, and that's impressive, I think, for a V6, such a 3-liter V6, and it's 0 to 60, it's not bad either. It's 6.5 seconds. Now look at these 37-inch beefy all-terrain tires. Man, awesome. Gets this Bronco Raptor over 13 inches of ground clearance. That's enough to go anywhere, as you saw in the teaser video showing performance of this thing off-road. Let's get started talking about these shocks by Fox. They're live valve technology, and try to explain this in more layman terms than engineer terms. Since I'm not an engineer and I don't even play one on TV. So I just want to make this as clear and simple as I can. So let's get started here. Okay, let's start from the beginning. The 2022 Ford Raptor Bronco was derived from Fox's desert race winning position sensing suspension with semi-active electronically controlled compression dampening and patented bypass technology. Wow, that was a mouthful. And that pretty much gives you a suspension and shock system that is good, not too much for the street, and definitely doesn't fall short off-road either. And I'm so happy that Ford put this system not only on the original F-150 Raptor and the F-150 Raptor R, but it put it on the Bronco Raptor as well. And it's not going to fall short for you where you're out there, playing let's win the Mint 400 or let's win the Baja 1000. And it's not going to leave you hanging, or bounce you around the cab while you're driving down the street and running over a pothole or something. It's balanced for both. And it kind of electronically controlled. It kind of knows what it's doing and where it's at, more or less, more in layman's terms. Well, that brings an end of this episode on the 2022 Ford Bronco Raptor. If you have any questions that I didn't cover or you're not sure on, I'm going to put a link to Ford's site for the Raptor, and or you can also post any questions below, and I definitely read all the comments, so I will get back to you on your questions. Now, the base price for this Raptor is MSRP $68,500, but it does definitely go up from there. Depends how you want it tricked out. You can go from few extra options to all the options, and the more you add to it, the more expensive it's going to get. But I think it depends on what you want to do with it, how you want to load it out. But that's up to you. But it's a beautiful truck, a beautiful Bronco. It's even the base Bronco Raptor has everything you need to go play off-road. You can go get the groceries to let's go win the Mint 400. Now, if you're not familiar with the history of the Bronco, I will put a link up top to an episode that I have that it covers the history of the Bronco. From when they first showed up, how they performed off-road. It was a awesome race vehicle. They Ford and the Bronco won a lot of races over the years. The Baja 1000 and other off-road events. So I'll include that up there so you can check that out if you want to know more about the history of the Bronco. But I am I was very excited when I heard that Ford was going to produce a Raptor Bronco. It definitely deserves that badge. And also, I heard Shelby American will be making doing performance upgrades, making their spin on the Bronco Raptor with a Shelby edition, which is going to be amazing. And I can't wait for more details on that to come out. I know Shelby American was having trouble getting their hands on the Bronco because they were, for a couple years, I think they may even still be, they were being sold out. Everybody was going in, ordering them, and all the Broncos that was going to be made during the year were going to pre-bought customers, customers who came in and ordered them, because there was a great turnout for this, great response from the public, from the car world, for this Bronco, when the Bronco came back. Now that they're making a Raptor one as well, they're probably going to be, snatched up as well quickly. So I'm just waiting for Shelby American to get their hands on one so we can see that as well, see what they improve on the performance and its capabilities off-road. Now this is where we're at the end of the video. I thank you for watching. I thank you for being subscribers. And anyone watching that's not a subscriber, I joke about this all the time, but there's no charge to subscribe. There's no commitment to subscribe. But please do subscribe, because the more subscribers my channel gets, the more I can do and cover. A lot of companies that allow me in only do so based on my subscribers, how many I have. So the more I have, the more of the automobile world is opened up to me. So please subscribe and give us a like. I also suggest you click that bell icon or ring that bell, because when you do, every time I post a new episode, you'll get a notification that one has posted and you can check it out. Please leave any comments, good or bad. I can't fix it if it's not broken. Let me know what you think of this episode and what you think of my channel. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing everyone next episode. Take care. Be safe out there, everyone.